And I call the honourable member for Chifley.
Thanks, Deputy Speaker. There are often occasions I can't believe I'm here, and there are probably instances in the way that I carry on. There's probably some of you on that side and even on my side that probably agree with that statement.
Yeah, well, that's fair. So far, so good.
Probably rushed a bit too quick to agree to that, but I'll put that aside. And the reason why it's hard for me to believe I'm here is because my parents were a product of poverty. You know, I visited my mum's place in rural Bosnia, and a house that she grew up in that's probably no bigger than this area. And there were 8 people crammed into that house, and my dad's place wasn't much different. In fact, I took my dad back to Bosnia for his 60th birthday, and he showed me this beautiful bit of land. And he said this was ours until my dad gambled it away. And they made it here in the late 60s. And Australia opens its doors to allow us to have the chance to be here. My old man got to work on the Snowy Mountains scheme. Dad worked with his hands. Mum worked at home to make sure that we had a family that was able to take advantage of all the great things in this country. And I mention this to you because, like many kids of migrants, I carry around a debt of gratitude to this country that we were able to achieve. I got to go to university. You know, I could count on one hand the folks in my family from my parents' generation that got to do that. And Australia gave me the chance to do that here. And I now get to serve in this place. Regardless of my faith, the commitment to my community is the thing that I'm judged on, which I'm very grateful for. And as much as we focus, and I've learned in this place, that one of the things is you can always make yourself taller by standing on the back of someone else. And as much as weapons wound, so do words. But actions mean more. Actions mean more, the way that they bind us together. There are a few improbable things in this place. One of them that's remarked on from time to time is my friendship with the member for Kooyong. 2 of us, probably the biggest dags in Parliament. I don't know if that's parliamentary, but we are. There we are, joined at the unhip. From different parties, from different parts of the country, different faiths. But actions matter more in terms of being able to find common ground. And in my contribution today, we can focus on the people that are trying to divide us, focus more on the things that bring us together as a country. This is a moment that is supposed to do just that. I mean, I remember on my election here, when he used to be known as the member for Wentworth and now is remarked as the Prime Minister, calling me to congratulate me on my election, which I've never forgotten. We all in this place can recognise moments where we've taken a little bit of a step as a nation together. The things that bring us together matter more. The things that can allow us to be a better country are things that are worth celebrating. That's why I focus on these things today, not to focus on the things that divide us and that have caused great anger and annoyance, those that have sought to drive division or fuel fear, but to recognise that this is a moment that we will be judged on both sides, not so much in terms of my words, but the actions of a Prime Minister or of a Leader of an opposition in bringing the country together, and reminding us that we've all got an obligation to make the place a better place. And I'll end on this observation. You know, people ask me, because of my Muslim faith, do I have a problem with the Lord's Prayer at the start of Parliament? No, I don't. When you hear God's words, you hear God's words. They are good words. And in particular, and forgive us for our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. It's not an exhortation for the moment. It's a reminder for us to live a better life that is not mired in the negative, but in something that's better. And this is the moment that we can build on. There are a lot of people in different parts of the world that want to make their country great again. We've already got a great country. We can make it better. And we can make it better by working together and not focusing on the division. And not focusing as well, if I can make this remark, on ignoring words that are used in a debate that have caused, in times past, great pain to people. When you use those two words about final solution, when I spend time with my great friends from the Jewish community and I know the pain that they've gone through and that they've felt, you don't want that on anyone else, and you certainly don't want to remind people of the pain that they've been through. So we're going to use this as a moment to recognise the great things about our country, but call out the times where we've made those missteps and say we can do better.
Yeah.
The question